So today, going to be getting the Philodo Forester out. Going to be hitting some, taking a ride, local woods, probably about, I think it's about 7 miles away. Going to be trying to hit some trails, see how it does in the mud, crossing the creek, just basic trail riding. And then it's going to be some, really just cruising to get there. A little bit of canal, path, some roads. But the main goal for today is really just getting it out in the woods, seeing how this thing does off-road. Trying to get started early here. That's why I'm filming inside. It's still a little dark out. Finishing my cup of coffee and then going to be getting at it. So let me get geared up and get this thing on the road. So we're on the road now. Getting out about 7:30 in the morning. And I'm going to do combination. Some pedaling, using pedal assist when I'm on the roads. Some along a canal path, I'll be doing throttle. I'm going to do a combination, just like I'm out on a normal ride. But when I get in the woods, I'm going to be using pretty much all throttle. So I'll have quite a bit of full throttle, and I'd say probably about 30% of pedal assist. So when it comes to range, and I'll talk about all that when we're seeing how many miles I went, things like that. All right, so now I'm just gonna, I got a straight canal path, about one road crossing. Yeah, the normal, you may have seen in other videos, I got a little, like an S-curve underneath a couple tunnels. So I'm probably gonna play some music and just cruise now. I know I'm gonna get kind of sprayed today, but any bit I can avoid. Gonna go easy, try not to spray anything up. And just feathering that throttle a little bit. Here's that real soft sand. I think last time I was going through this, my camera cut off. And this thing is just rolling right over it. All right, we got a little uphill. I'll try to go up it gradual. Oh, I hit the side of it. But it was pulling up. You could see where the front tire was breaking loose. So let's keep going. I'm gonna go right down through the creek. Make my way through. Downhill. All right, let's see if the water, I know we got some rain. All right, we got some mud here. Let's see, I am already in dual mode. Yeah, look at that. I just pulled through that mud without even spinning a tire. All right. All right, so I'll probably get some wet feet here, but so this is going to be crossing a little bit of a deep spot. I'm going to go upstream, and then I'm crossing, but it's about 12 inches of water. Oh, that was a nice fish there taking off. He's seen this coming. So you're talking, we're on real slippery rock. All algae there. Oh, got out of my path. All right, we're back in it. Better off stay moving some. Oh, man. And it goes through that water nice. We're gonna start working our way out. We're gonna go right through this mud right here again. Let's see if we can get a see. It's pretty wet. Let's see, we're gonna go slow. How about I stop? You ready? And we're gonna get started from a stop. Oh, a little bit of front wheel spin, but all right, this is a pretty steep hill right here. I'm gonna go up this side of it this time. Oh, shit. All right, so let's hit some trails. Try to find some smooth trails. I can kind of get some speed going. Haven't been back here in a little while since, and back in the spring when I was taking the other bikes back here. Didn't used to be here. All right, guys, for you who's watching the video that come back and want to party in the woods at night, all it takes is a couple contractor's bags, bring them along with you. Maybe cost you $1 for a contractor bag. Throw the shit in there and bring it out with you. Come on. And then you wonder why you get in trouble for coming back in here when you leave trash piles like that. All right, we're gonna look for some mud over here. There we go. Ooh, this is pretty thick. Ah, fuck it, let's try it. Oh, this might swallow it up. Wow. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get a side shot of that one. All right, so you can see this is pretty soft. I got the camera so you can see the side angle. So let's go through it. All right, I really wanted to do that without putting my feet down, so got through it. Believe it or not, it's easier for me to go through faster, but I'm just trying not to get sprayed with mud too much. Oh, oh. All right, so from a stop now. From a stop. I'm gonna have to clean these tires off in the creek. All right, I think that's good for a mud test. All right, so we're gonna work our way out of here, across this creek again. Hit a little fast. There we go. Get as much as I can cleaned off there, like I said. I'm just gonna cruise out of here. I already kind of went hard enough on the battery back here. We got cruise control set at about, let's see, when I start going uphill, we'll see what it's set at. It's nice because the bumps aren't making you whack the throttle, bump it. So if you have somewhere you're just trying to slowly cruise off-road to, another thing you can use the cruise control for. Especially if you're stuck carrying something. You know, it's a little awkward, but I could be carrying a bag in my one arm if I had to, if I was trying to get all my gear out for hunting. All right, back off that road, so heading back to the canal. That did really well in the woods. I mean, I'm not surprised with the fat tires and the all-wheel drive. Definitely better than my fat tire rear-wheel drive. So I'm gonna ride it a little hard now that I'm just on my way home. I kind of went easy on the way here. I sometimes do that just so I know how much battery power I burn up when I'm back in the woods. Best advice you can do with any bike is start learning the voltage of your battery, where it cuts off, where it's fully charged, where it'll cut out at. The time frame, like, cause sometimes in your median range, you're around like 80% or 70%. You might see with the voltage curve, it's staying around that area a little bit longer. So that way, sometimes the percentage gauges on these bikes, like the battery indicator, I've had them where they're not real accurate. You know, like I've had ones that'll hover at 100 for a while before they start dropping, and I have some, like as soon as I get on and I start hitting the throttle, it'll drop down 95. So you know where your voltage is, you can always check that, especially if you're out pretty far away. And you know about how much riding you're going to have off of the voltage you're at. Kind of good. If you just watch it once in a while during your ride, you'll start familiarizing yourself with the voltage, where it is. So that wraps up pretty much the woods test. Right now I'm at about 12 miles, which isn't real far. I mean, it's a good ride, but I got a lot of use on the battery. Excuse me. A lot of use on the battery when I was in the woods, hitting the mud and stuff like that. So I'm gonna unpack for the ride home, getting off the trail. At home, I'll take a picture of the actual mileage and see what the voltage is at, and see what kind of percentage is left on that battery. So as you've seen today, had it out in the woods, got it on the trails, got it through the mud, got it through across the creek. Bike did really well, so had a good time. This bike is a lot of fun. Yeah, kind of expected that with the dual motor and the fat tires, but it was, you know. So other than getting home and getting the mud out of the fenders and things like that, cleaned up pretty easy. And yeah, like I said, did well, got through the mud. So if you're, hopefully that helps if you're thinking about buying one of these for getting off-road and doing that kind of riding. Maybe that'll help you out. But if you do, if you're watching and you have any suggestions on videos or certain situations for these bikes, drop a comment below. I'll try to get out and film it so you can see. But if you like what you see, if you want to see more about the Philodo, the Forester, like and subscribe. I'll be posting more. So thanks for watching.